they made it very complicated to work on this unit if you're going to be working on it yourself. If you take an example, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. I do not know why they keep on complicating things, making it very difficult for the regular consumer like you and me to do any work on our own. Another issue is the power button on the MacBook Pro Retina. This button is on the keyboard, so it's part of the keyboard. So if that power button was to stop working, which I have seen in many of these, I believe there's a factory defect on many of these Retinas. The power button dies and you cannot tell the unit anymore. It's very stupid. I have one unit that actually, every time that I wanted to use it, I would open it up, and then after I open it up, I could tell it, I could plug it in, and then I was able to turn it on by plugging it in and bypassing the power button. So for such an expensive unit, you think that they would make sure that everything works flawlessly. Unfortunately, it does not. And when something breaks, it's very expensive. Another thing, to change that keyboard, we're talking at least another hour. On the older versions of the MacBook Pros, there were screws that used to hold the keyboard in place. You could take out those screws, grab your new keyboard, and put it in, and just do the reverse process, put back the screws that you're taking out. It was like 50 screws, but I didn't mind the work. Now, they got rid of those screws. They're like little rivets that when you pull out the keyboard trying to take it out from the housing, they just go all flying all over the place. So that's another thing that I do not like about this. Just removing of the keyboard is very, very time consuming if you have to replace the keyboard, if the need ever arose. Okay, and lastly, of course, I don't know if I already mentioned, but these units are very expensive, very, very extremely expensive. Sometimes it costs cheaper to just buy a new unit than trying to fix a part. I mentioned that I paid about $500 just to purchase a new screen for the Mac Pro Retina. So those are the issues that I have with the Mac Pro Retina. Nice looking, yeah, but it's just expensive. If anything breaks, it's just expensive to fix the unit. Well, I hope this information has been helpful if you're considering getting a Mac Pro Retina. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello YouTube, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Well, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I have a quick tutorial for you today, but before I begin the tutorial, please click on the right. You see that little red and white looking button? Just click it, subscribe. Let's keep the channel growing. Alright, how do you turn off the firmware password on all the units that allow you to take off the RAM? Okay, this is what we're going to be doing. Please give me a second. This actually requires that you remove the RAM from the computer. So this computer has a firmware password, and I'm going to try and remove the firmware password by removing the RAM and then doing a RAM reset. Okay. Be right back. Let's open up the unit. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. And just like that, we're back. So I was able to open up the MacBook, and the first thing is to disconnect the power. So we're going to disconnect the power. And the next thing that we want to do, you want to take out these sticks of RAM. So we're changing the RAM amount so that we can be able to reset the RAM. So we've taken out one stick and we're taking out the second stick.
So make sure you disconnect. It's very important. Disconnect it so that the logic board does not have power while you're working on it. Okay, so there you go. Now we're going to replace this with just a 1 gigabyte stick that I had kicking around here. Okay, and then reconnect the power, and then flip. Okay, we don't have any, the battery is kind of low on this unit. Flip the MacBook over. Okay, and now let's make sure we have power. Alright, we have power. We're gonna press power, and then alright, so you're going to press power and then choose the option, command option P and R. Alright, so command option P and R. Okay, press and hold them until you hear the chime sound 3 times. So that was the second time, and the third time is coming up. Okay, so third time, let go, press the power button and turn it back on, and now press option. So we have changed the RAM. We should see the boot options. So that's all you gotta do. So now the firmware password has been removed. As simple as that. As simple as that. Okay, so now we can actually boot. Okay, there we go. So I hope you have found this helpful. If this has been helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, like and share. Actually, before you go, let me tell you something. Remember to put in back your original sticks of RAM. It's only running at with 1 gig of RAM right now. So remember to put in your original sticks of RAM. Otherwise, it's going to not work very fast. Alright, so I hope this has been beneficial. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Ta-ta. Well, hello YouTube, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Well, I have a quick tutorial for you today, and it's how to turn on your firmware password. Why do you need a firmware password? Well, you need a firmware password in case you lose your computer. Someone will not be able to install a new Mac OS on your computer. How do you get to the firmware screen? Well, pretty easy. Turn off the computer. When it turns off, you're going to turn it back on, press and hold your option key. So it's that key right there. Press and hold your option key. Okay. You're going to get to this screen. It says macOS Utilities. Let's try and zoom in there. So macOS Utilities, right? Okay. When you get to this screen, you want to navigate to Utilities, and then start up Security Utility, and then just click on Turn on Firmware Password, and then choose the firmware password that you want. So I'm going to choose one here. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it nice and easy. Verify 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's it. That's all you really gotta do. And then set password. So what? And then hit quit. So what actually happens right now is if I were to restart the computer, if I restarted the computer and turned it back on and then press the option key, it should ask for a firmware password. So it's as easy as that. So let's press the option key here while it's turning on, and it should ask. You should not be able to install any software on this if someone was to steal. Yeah, there you go. So the firmware password is on. Easy as that. Well, I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If it has been helpful, please like and share. Please click on the right, subscribe to the channel. Let's make the channel grow. We are at 726 subscribers. Let's keep the channel growing. Thank you for watching again. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. Ta-ta. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good day. I have a quick tutorial for you today, but before we start, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's grow. Let's grow to 1,000. Let's go to 1 million. Let's keep on growing until we can't grow no more. All right, I got a quick tutorial today on how to do screen recording, and it's pretty easy. Let me show you the step-by-step process of how to do screen recording. So you're going to press on Settings, right, and then you're going to scroll down to Control Center. When you get to Control Center, you're going to click on Custom Controls, and when you click on Custom Controls, you're going to scroll down until you see Screen Recording. When you find Screen Recording, you're going to press on that little plus sign, the green one, and now you've added screen recording to your custom controls. Usually in your custom controls, there's only the flashlight, the timer, calculator, and the camera. So now you have screen recording as an option. All right, so how do we use it? So we get out of here now, press the home button. All right, Siri, don't do that. All right, press the home button, scroll up. Now these are your controls here, and screen recording is the one that has a little dot in the middle. Looks like the target symbol there. So you press on that. You're going to get a little countdown. When it's get to 0, now we're screen recording. So anything that I do after this moment, it's being recorded. You can actually see at the top, you can see the screen recording little icon right there. So if I go here, this is getting recorded. Anything that I do on this phone right now is getting recorded. Weather. Okay, news. So everything that I touch is getting recorded. All right, so that's it. That's pretty much it. So everything has been recorded, and how do we stop that? So to stop it, just click the icon at the top right there, and then hit stop. And now you're going to get that little message that says screen recording video saved to photos. So if you go to your photos, you should see this is our screen recording. This is what we just did. So this is it. So you see the places that I went to, the icons that I clicked, everything is showing right here. So I hope you've found this helpful. If this has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to the channel, like, share. Thank you for watching. Well, hello YouTube, how you doing today? I thought I would do a quick video on the pros and cons of having an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus in 2020. Is it still worth buying the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus? I'm going to start with the cons.
Yeah.
You can still get the latest iOS updates on the 7 or 7 Plus. The 7 Plus is way cheaper than the iPhone X, XR, or the Pro. It's cheaper than the A+. You can actually save a lot of money by just getting yourself an iPhone 7 Plus or an iPhone 7. The iPhone 7 Plus is a metal back, so when it folds, it doesn't crack the back, just the front, and the front glass is pretty cheap.
The iPhone 7 Plus parts are cheaper now in 2020. The battery life is pretty decent when you compare the iPhone 7 Plus to earlier versions of the iPhone. It has a decent camera quality. Actually, it's pretty good quality when you compare it to other phones. The iPhone 7 Plus is easier to repair than any other phones. There are a lot of repairs on this phone that I'm actually able to do home. Whereas with the later models like the iPhone X and XR, you have to take it to a repair shop. If the glass was to crack on this phone, I can just order the glass on Amazon and I can do the repair myself. I can just replace the whole assembly. If the battery was to die on this, I can use an aftermarket battery. You cannot use an aftermarket battery on the newer phones like the iPhone 11 Pro. So those are some of the advantages. The iPhone 7 Plus has better quality on the display when you compare it even to the iPhone XR. The cons, well, Apple did remove the headphone jack. I'm still pissed about that. It's been years. So when I'm charging this phone, I'm not able to use my headphones. So I have to choose what to do. For those people that do not have Bluetooth, that can actually be an issue. But overall, I love the phone. I love the metal back. So another con is the audio IC issue that I mentioned earlier on. So for some reason on the iPhone 7 Plus and the iPhone 7, there's an audio chip issue that makes it sometimes when you're calling, you cannot use the speaker and the microphone stops working, and that is actually a pretty expensive repair. It's not something that you can do at home. You actually have to take it to the repair shop to have the audio chip fixed. So those are just the two cons. Otherwise, I think if you can find yourself an iPhone 7 Plus in 2020 still, I think this is a much better phone than the newer phones that they are making, because these newer phones have glass on the back, and these phones here, the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, the back of the phone was made out of metal, so that it's a cheap repair. If it ever broke, if you broke the screen, at least if you dropped it, you know that you're just worried about replacing the front screen. You don't have to replace the glass on the back. Well, that's it for now. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel for more information, Windows, MacBook, iPhone related. Like and share the video. Ta-ta.
YouTube, this is Gigabyte World. I have a quick tutorial for you today. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get the channel growing. We are currently at 720 subscribers. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of May. It's possible. It might end up going to the first week of June, but hey, let's try. Subscribe to the channel for more content, MacBook related or Windows related. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share. So I have a quick tutorial for you today. I have noticed this on quite a few machines. The current machine that I'm working on is a 15-inch MacBook from 2011, and I was trying to upgrade this unit to run Catalina. So I have version of Catalina that has a patch on it, and I would like to run Catalina on the 2011. I'll do some memory upgrades. I'm going to add at least, I'm going to have it running at least 8 gigabytes of RAM and add a solid state drive. I believe it's going to be either 512 gigabytes of solid state or 1 terabyte solid state drive. So that is what I plan to do. But before I do that, I noticed that this unit is saying a firmware update is required to be able to boot from APFS volumes. So the way around this to resolve this situation is you're going to have to update the unit to macOS Sierra or macOS High Sierra, either of those two. If you update the firmware to macOS Sierra or High Sierra, you should be able to then install Catalina or install Mojave. If you do not do that, you won't be able to upgrade this unit from Lion straight to macOS Catalina or Mojave. So what you do is, if you have a USB drive that has the Sierra, run that first, install the Sierra on the unit, update the firmware. Or if you have Wi-Fi, then install it using the internet recovery. How do you do that? You press Command Option R when it's booting, and that will take you to internet recovery. So you shut off the unit first. When it boots up, you press Command Option R, keep on holding those keys until you see a spinning globe, and then you're going to connect it to your Wi-Fi, update the unit to High Sierra, update it to High Sierra if it is like an older unit that is not able to run Mojave or run Catalina. So update it to the High Sierra, and then after that, you should be able to then install Catalina after that. But before you do that, you are not going to be able to run Catalina. You can ignore the message and proceed with the installation. But after you've installed the operating system, after you've installed Catalina, you're still not going to be able to boot. So my advice is either install the High Sierra or install macOS. Either install the Sierra or install macOS High Sierra first, and then after the firmware has been updated, then you can come back and try and install Mojave or Catalina. Well, I hope this has been beneficial to you. If it has been beneficial, please consider subscribing to the channel, like and share the video. Thank you. Well, today I have an iMac that needs to have the RAM replaced. Before I show you this quick tutorial, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Like and share the videos. Click that notification bell so you can see when new videos are uploaded. Well, so I have a 24-inch iMac, and the RAM needs to be replaced. How do we do that? So on the iMac, for this model that I'm using, it has a little metal plate at the bottom of the screen. So you turn it over, you flip it over, you look at the bottom, you're going to see this particular model, there's only one screw, but some of them I've seen they have 2 screws, but this one has only 1 screw. So what you do is you loosen that screw, and then gotta wiggle and pull out that plate. Alright, pull out the plate to the side. If you look inside, you're going to see there are two, for this model, there are two RAM sticks here. One on the left and one on the right, and there are two plastic tabs. And these tabs are what you'd use to pull out the RAM. Later models, they have about 8 gigs. This one only has 4 gigs of RAM, so there's 2 gigabytes in this slot, and there's another 2 gigabytes on this side. So to replace the RAM, to upgrade it, all you gotta do, pull on that. If your RAM has gone bad or you're upgrading for more RAM, so you pull on that plastic piece, take that out, and you pull on this side. I think they're full on that. The RAM will come out. Okay, so that's all you gotta do. I hope you found this helpful. And to the next, don't forget to replace this metal cover and screw it in. Okay, just make sure it's nice and flush. Screw it in. Okay. I'll deal with this later on. But that's all you gotta do. Alright, I hope you found this to be beneficial. If it has been beneficial to you, please consider subscribing to the channel, like and share the video. Thank you. Well, hello YouTube. Here's another quick tutorial. So if you are getting a message, error, could not connect to server if you are trying to restore your MacBook, the issue is fixable and pretty quickly. So it has to do with the date on your computer. So what you do is when the computer is when you're in the recovery screen, click on utilities and then terminal, and then so utility is going to be at the top, so you have to quit the installation and then click on utilities, and then when you get to terminal, you're going to type in the date. So type in today's date, so date, and the format is going to be month. So today is 05 and 36, and the year is 2020, and press enter. And so the date has been changed, so today is May 28, 11:36 p.m. And so after this, you can quit the terminal and continue with the installation. So reinstall macOS. If you hit continue now, there should not be an error. You should be able to connect to the server. So that's all you gotta do. So I can hit continue now, and there's not going to be an error. It just says to download and restore. Your computer's eligibility need to be verified. Loading installation information, and that's it. I hope this has been beneficial to you. If this has been beneficial, please like and share. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let's hit that 1,000 subs by the end of May. Thank you for watching. Have a great night or day. Ta-ta. Well, I'm here with another quick tutorial. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change your hard drive flex cable on a MacBook. This is a MacBook model number A1278. It's a 13-inch MacBook. The hard drive cable failed recently and I have tested, and I'm 100% sure it is the hard drive cable. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to replace the cable. First things first, disconnect the cable. Disconnect the battery. Actually, you should have disconnected the battery first. Make sure there's no power to the unit. Disconnect the cable. And you're going to notice that there are two screws over here that hold the hard drive in place. Take out those screws and lift this little plastic piece. Take that out. And now the hard drive is loose. Lift it out. Disconnect it. Put it close by. You're going to notice there are two little screws here that hold the hard drive flex cable. Work on those. Take those out. Keep everything as close to you as possible, so when you are done putting everything back together is simple. You don't lose anything. Now it's loose. This flex cable right here is held by some adhesive. So you want to, well, it's broken. You can, if you're certain it's broken, you can take it out whatever way you want, but I'm going to be gentle this time and just lift it up and have the glue peel off slowly. And go to the corner here. There are two screws on this side. Take those out. So you just need a Phillips screwdriver for this. Nothing else. These screws, when they are loose enough, should just pull out. Okay, put them next to the other screws. Let's put everything on one side here, shall we? Okay, now this is loose. Everything is now loose, so make sure nothing is stuck here. Just wiggle that out. Alright, so that is out. Here's the new cable. You're going to notice that there's something missing on the new cable, right? Okay, it looks the same, but something is missing. So what's missing is this part that holds the other side of the hard drive. So there's a little plastic tab over here. Gently lift that out. I'm having some technical issues here, but we're going to get it. Okay. Okay, after that, lift that. Now, push this out slowly. So this is your old cable. Put it to the side, don't get it mixed with the new one. This is your new cable now. There's some adhesive on the back of this. So, the new piece in there. Alright, it's in place. And now take this connector. Gently slide it in there. Okay. Nice and tight. Remember that plastic tab that you lifted earlier on? Alright. Now, take the paper that covers the adhesive off this flex cable. And now, there you go. So you might want to fold this a little bit so it matches with the holes here. Alright, just a little bit, fold it. Okay, now the holes match. Slide it in. Grab those tiny little screws that were holding that in place. Put one in. Screw it down. Grab another screw. Put it in. And now grab this side. Alright, let's put this back into place. Alright, there we go. So it lines up properly. Alright, that's done, but we have it in there. Flat. Don't break the cable now. Alright, everything looks okay. Alright, grab the hard drive. Connect it to the flex cable. Slide it into place. And grab your two long screws. Grab the other one. And lastly, you want to grab this connector that holds the hard drive in place here. Screw that in, and screw the next one in. And then on this side, connect your hard drive. Voila, done. That's it. I hope you have found this tutorial to be helpful. If it has been, please consider subscribing to the channel. Please like and share. Thank you.